Hello, my lovely AVs. Do you want to listen to an anime review about an ordinary Japanese worker woman who fell in love with otome games and just so happened she gets reincarnated into one of her favorite otome villain characters? Well, this anime sounds interesting to you. Let's roll the intro! Welcome back to another anime review, and here I'm reviewing I'll Become a Villainess Who Goes Down in History. The kind, compassionate heroine of an otome game may be flawless and she is admirable, but a certain young woman from Japan much prefers Villainess, Alicia Williams. She sees Alicia's sense as ruthless verbal abuse and values her discipline and fortitude. On the other hand, aside from her always toying with Prince Duke Seeker's emotions, the commoner heroine sees only spout lip service. But given the choice, the young woman would love to be reincarnated as Alicia, and suddenly, her wish comes true. 7-year-old Alicia awakes with memories of her past life. Now, aware of all the future events, outcomes, and world secret, she has no fear. To outsmart the heroine and avoid a bad ending, all Alicia needs to do is work hard, master her noble family's dark magic, and determine to become the great villainess in history. But somehow, life doesn't always go according to plan. This anime has about 13 episodes. It premiered October 2nd, December 25th of 2024, based off a light novel. Genre is comedy, fantasy, and romance. Themes is kind of villainous. Each episode is 20 minutes and it's rated PG-13. Now, what really intrigued me about this anime is that, look, you're trying to change the villain's fate. I love that for you. Great. But also, the last 13 episode of this anime, I think, was not necessary. I think leaving 1 to 12 and finishing it with 12 would have been a perfect send-off for the person who got reincarnated into Alicia. But also, this prince, chef kiss. I think the whole vibe here, theory-wise, like, they could be an amazing power couple if they decide to do a second season, because it's kind of still left off a little cliffhanger, but maybe we'll get a second season. Only time will tell. But overall, having Alicia change every outcome, know every secret to make sure she doesn't have a bad ending and die, I think this is a very interesting way to do a complete isekai, but also turn it on its head when you're like, I'm gonna make sure the villainess isn't also have it be go down history, but also at least get her some friends, because geez, you're gonna have a lot of enemies if you just stay the way you want to, become the villainess and no one likes you. But like, I digress. Like, watching this anime wasn't that bad. The plot was simple pacing. I just think the 13th episode wasn't necessarily necessary for this anime. But again, each anime will have its pro and con. But definitely check out and watch this anime if you want to know the whole, if Alicia does come as being the greatest villainess in history that goes down in history. For the most part, I think, having her goal be admirable and, strengthening her powers, especially knowing her noble family owns dark magic, she's a master of that, is very interesting in another sense. And I think, the whole plot storyline was very interesting for the most part. It did pique my interest. I could give this anime a 7.3 out of 10. I just feel like the 13th episode wasn't necessary, and if you feel my same sentiment, let me know in the comments below. But definitely check out and see Alicia does achieve her goal. And I'll see you next time for the anime review. But until then, bye.